Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in again. So I'm Anya and I'm a channel and an Akashic reader. And in this channel, I share my own channelings. Channel. And want you just to have an unfiltered um, idea of what a channeling looks like and what spirit says. So the focus is always less on myself and more on the message. And this is a channeling that I really want to share because so many people come to me at some point in their lives when they were just having a loss or, grieving, still in the process of transitioning themselves from having someone they loved in their life to getting accustomed not having them around. And maybe just finding a different way of being in connection with that loved one. So this is a channeling that will help all those people, maybe even yourself if you go through an intense crisis or just wonder about your own life and where you will be when this life is over. Where does your soul go? What will become of us? Some people are ill or face different trauma in their lives and they just wonder what is eternal, what goes on after death. And for all of you, here's a wonderful channeling full of hope, love, and eternal connections.
It's an energetic exchange and it is an energetic dance. And do you do this dance with your loved ones on earth and with your loved ones that have transitioned, who are still on earth, but at the same time also in other realms, who give some energy to their footprint, the ones they left behind? The connection is still here. But the communication is not as free, equal, easy, trusted, and most often taken seriously, as when they were still on earth alive with you. Because while they still talk to you and are feeling connected to you, as if they have never transitioned, you do tend to think of them as not being here anymore, as having vanished. When they are not, when they are still here, only been reunited with the all they are, only when they are having expanded upon their being. Think of them as if they have moved to a different location. You still can connect via numerous methods, and you do when someone has moved across the globe. You do connect. You're aware they are still here. They still love you. They still take an interest in your life, even if they do not share the dailies with you, if you do not drink coffee with them in the same room or touch them. But this is the message we wish to get across, that whatever you build on earth in your life, within a lifetime, as you say, nothing survives but connections. You integrate here more connection into your soul family. So you already come with some nice souls, some friends of yours, a group that is agreeing. Together we are undertaking this journey on earth. Continue our learning together, being here for each other. Bounce this back and forth. But whilst you're on earth, you meet new souls, you make new connections, and sometimes you cut ties with old soul family. Sometimes you finish with some souls, a learning that was still open, and you take on another chapter with a new soul. So these connections that you make on earth are binding, are like a contract, an energetic contract that will continue after you have transitioned, after you move out of this body and into a new form. The connection will be with you. The connection is still here. The material things cannot go anywhere other. They will stay on earth. They will deteriorate slowly over the time. But the connections won't. Those are energetics. They won't. They stay with you. So this is why we always say, focus whilst you're on earth on the connections you make. This is what is surviving here. When you transition, you cannot take anything with you. You've already come to that conclusion. You have numerous sayings in all your languages, throughout all your cultures. But you still remember your loved ones. Those loved ones go on remember you, go on loving you, go on visiting you, and yes, you will be seeing them again. You will take on a new chapter with them. Love never dies. Connection never dies. It does not.
Hey again. So what I really love about this channeling is that there is the absolute certainty that we will meet again. So sometimes I find it really hard to know in my mind, yes, people I loved or love are still here. But at the same time, I have a hard time, not being able to talk to them like I could when they were in the flesh. Doing normal things, having a laugh, talking about bodily stuff, touching them, hugging them, and just having them around as humans. So they have transitioned obviously to the spiritual side. They are here, and yet we cannot interact as were used to. So while I know all that and I have accepted this as absolute truth, I also love these reassuring messages from Spirit. And they said this over and over in channelings to different clients and myself. Yes, these beings are still in contact with you. They are around. They can hear you. And just when you think about them, this makes the connection stronger and they will draw nearer and closer and they will be around you. Yeah, let me know about your own experiences with people who have transitioned. Have you had any visitation dreams shortly after they died? How is your approach with death and life after life? And yeah, just let me know how you are doing on that subject. I wish you a wonderful afternoon and I see you very, very soon.